You are now watching The Numbers Don't Lie with your host, The Real KP and Tight Work on the DML Network.
Yo, what's up, DML? It's your homie, KP, Real KP, whatever you want to call it. Got a special edition of The Numbers Don't Lie today. It's a little different, but I got my co-host, Tight Work. What up, man?
What's up?
And we got our other co-host, Sweets. What up, homie?
What it do, man? What's good?
Ain't nothing, man. Chilling.
Man, add the 99 to the back of his name. We can't just be calling him Sweets.
Sweets 99. Yeah, you right. Sweets 99.
Call him whatever you want, just don't call me collect.
Sweets 99, man. So, fellas, we got a real good show today, man. It's gonna be real informative. Like I said, it's The Numbers Don't Lie. You know, so let's get to it, man. Let's get to it. Y'all ready?
Oh man,
Sir.
I'm ready. I like this one.
All right, cool. First thing we're gonna talk about is the offensive lineman in DML. Let me give y'all a quick rundown of what we did. My man Tight Work took the time and went through every team, all 32 teams, and got the average overalls of the best O-line in DML. So this is going to show the type of GMs that we have in DML. This is going to show how people are building their teams and their strengths of their team. So
and who's the best of the best?
And who's the best of the best? So let's go ahead and get started, man. Coming in at number 1 are the Dallas Cowboys.
Man, surprise. They're coming in with the average overall of 93.0. 93.0. What y'all guys think?
He was perfection, man. They hands down, they got the best O-line in the league. You know what I'm saying? He's been doing a good job of keeping them together and getting them better year in and year out. But it does help that he's winning all these MVPs and playoff games, though. But that's another story.
Let's not act like though they wasn't one of the top 5 teams starting out though. You know, having 3 90s on the O-line and then Zeke and all that. Hey, they got stars. They had stars, so it didn't take much.
Yeah,
it didn't take much. But with this O-line, man, yo, let's just look at the last few weeks of what my man Zeke has been doing with this number 1 overall offensive line. And I think you guys probably have seen it in the last few weeks. I think the guys had 12 touchdowns in the last 2 games. Am I right? Or
it's real close. I saw the one against Washington, man. I kind of felt bad for them Skins because Zeke was running wild. And
I left my spam alert button at the house, man. I gotta call spam alert, bruh. Zeke don't need that many touchdowns, man. He didn't already. He got a record for touchdowns in the season. Previously, he set the record too. So,
but I mean, what do you expect from this powerful O-line that he has, man? You got Zach Martin, who is the highest rated offensive lineman on this team, coming in at 98 overall. He has Tyron Smith at 97 overall. I think the weakest link on this O-line is I think his left guard.
Yeah, rookie Warner.
The rookie Warner, who's a 77 overall. So I'm looking for him to probably get some type of awards and some XP. He'll be right along with everybody else in that 90 range.
Yep.
And you got Travis Frederick at 98 overall and Lyle Collins at 94. I mean, what can you expect with the O-line like that? You should be able to run the ball like Zeke is doing. And you can sit back there and make you a ham sandwich, man, fry some bologna all day while you back there passing, man.
Right. Hey, but I just want to give credit to the Cowboys for not making dumb trades and breaking up the O line, and it shows his GM skills that he still put together a competitive team above average and kept the O line intact without losing too many pieces of them.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You didn't need to, man. You really didn't need to. You keep them together, man. You just gonna win.
Yeah, but
no sense to even trade nobody off that team.
Yeah, but in these leagues, everybody want to trade for the new hot toy, so they let go pieces that they shouldn't let go.
Right.
And all you gotta do is just like in real life, let go of Dez, and them Cowboys be fine.
Yeah.
Get you defense.
Right.
But yeah, they nice, man.
Yo, so he
been balling.
He been balling, man. He got a nice O line. I mean, we all know, man, the offensive line is the key to every team's success.
Yep.
Some of these other cats might need to, take a look and see where to start building your team, man. So another prime example.
Not too much free chicken, man. Not too much free chicken.
Okay, all right. Another prime example of another top-rated offensive line are the Miami Dolphins, coming in at number 2 with the average overall of 91.6. This happens to be the homie tight work team, so I'm gonna let him elaborate on this offensive line.
Well, let me call tight work to the mic first of all. Hey, tight. Hey, now see what tight work did here is tried to build off the success of the 72 Dolphins. I know we like 45 years away from that, but back then they had a powerful line. They just ran the ball and played good defense. So that was the model that we used to construct the team that we have today. And now I kept some of the pieces that came with the game. Larry Tunsil, I've been building them up since day one. And then I drafted well. Some guys say I should have went other places, but my heart is the running game and defense, so I got to start with the line.
Okay, so you started with the O line. You say you've been building Larry Tunsil up, who's a 98 overall. He anchors the offensive line. He's the highest rated O lineman that you have at the left tackle position.
Number 1 left tackle in the league too. Let's not forget that.
Okay, let's not forget that the number 1 left tackle in the league.
Let me get my 8-speed on.
All right, pat yourself on the back.
Man, don't pat too hard. Golly.
But let's look at the other pieces of this offensive line, Mr. Tightwork. You got now you correct me if I'm saying his name wrong. Devontae Medlock, who's a 95 overall. You got the gridiron. I call him the gridiron card guy because I always remember him from the gridiron cards. Darian Rouse from the U, 85 overall. Isaac Asiata, 89 overall. And then you got Pearson Patterson at 90 overall. These guys are anchoring the second best offensive line in the league, rated 91.6.
Hey, and 3 of them was my draft picks.
And 3 of them were draft picks.
Pat myself on the back again. That's how many times we can get that this year.
Hey man, you can only pat yourself on the back twice. That's it.
Come on, man. I'm trying to break a record here.
Hey man, I tell you, as a Division 4, I would tell you that them Super Bowls definitely help. When you get cats to make the Pro Bowl because your team is good and you've been winning Super Bowls, man, that XP just stacks and stacks and stacks. So he definitely did his thing, man. And I can't stand playing his ass. I tell you that, man. Them damn pancakes be all over the field like it's Waffle House. It's stupid, man.
I hear you, man. With that extra surf. I hear you.
Let's
look at this offensive line again, man. Okay, you got a powerful offensive line, and you got Jay Ajayi running the rock. I pulled up some stats from this year, and right now, you correct me if I'm wrong, he has 1,682 yards and 13 touchdowns with 2 games left to go. So you see what happens when you have a powerful O line. That's free chicken again.
And on top of that, he was hurt a couple games, so he doing that. Golly.
Man, but that's old stuff. Don't bring up old stuff, man. let the past be in the past, man.
We just want to let that cheddar shine, man. You know, we like cheddar around here.
All right. So we've touched base on the top two offensive lines in the DML. Number one was the Cowboys. Number two was the Miami Dolphins. And we're going to roll into number three with the New England Patriots coming in at 87.4.
Wow. Hey, it's saying something when the AFC East owns two of them. You know what I'm saying? Because this was supposed to be one of the weakest divisions in the league, and we got two of the top three O-linemen. But I want to give credit to SJ because from season 1 to now, this year, we're not going to call him tanking, but he's struggling a little bit more than what he did the first couple seasons. But you can see his game plan is transforming. You know, it was inside zone, screen, inside zone. Bomb. In that order.
Now I will say I agree with that, but how much is that has to do with not having that GOAT back there? You know what I mean? Maybe the struggle is because of the GOAT not back there no more. You know, Brady was, man. But Brady to Cooks was ridiculous. But
did you say the GOAT?
But he lost GOAT. Jim
McMahon retired, man. Jim McMahon retired.
Hey, but for real, he lost Brady. But to his credit, instead of keep trying to do what had him successful for the first couple seasons, you can say it's transforming. Now he built up his O-line. Because New England didn't start this cycle with a good O-line. They was decent, but they wasn't good.
As a New England fan, collectively, that O-line was solid coming into the game. Now, I won't say that they the best. He definitely has made. I mean, Shaq Mason is a monster that he's built up. You know, even the right tackle Cannon and the left tackle. I mean, he's kept them pretty much all together. I mean, there's only one new face that I see on this O-line, which is Landon Petty, and I believe that guy came over from the Cowboys. So yes. He kept the unit together. He made the unit stronger, and then he added a monster that even made the unit even better. So, hey, that's the way you do it. That's the way you do it.
Hey, man, if you want O-linemen, hey, look at these three teams, man.
Yeah.
They will show you how to build O-linemen.
And they all trade hoes, so they probably would definitely trade you some. Well, I don't know about the Cowboys, but I'm sure he trades too.
Right. All right. So.
Hey, but let's give shout out to some guys that didn't make the list. That was like right there. Or do we want to talk about who? Or do we want to just pick on the worst O-line in the league?
Hey, man, I'm glad you said that, man. I'm glad you said that. Let's touch on one thing before we move on to the next position.
All right.
I heard this on Move the Sticks, and I think my man knew. And what's the Steelers guy? What's my man name? Chris Murray. Chris Murray. The homie Chris Murray. They gave Houdini a WTF moment.
Yeah.
Hey, we don't have no button, but just go back and watch the show of why he got a WTF. He got a WTF because he gave up 15.5 sacks. They said in one game.
Hey, that's that aggressive pass rush and square button. Hey, kind of special.
Hey, man. All I'm saying is Houdini. I'm getting some of these linemen. I tried to trade him some old linemen, man. He didn't want none of mine. He traded for a wide receiver. I don't know if the wide receiver out there getting pancakes or not, but or either he getting pancakes. I don't know, man. So apparently, I would probably say Houdini and them Browns probably on the low totem pole when it comes to these averages for the offensive linemen.
Surprised they not the worst. They're in the middle of the pack. They are average 82.8.
82.8. Hey, Houdini. Yeah. Let's get that average up, man, to about 90 something, man. So you can make this list the next time and have one of the highest overall offensive linemen in DL.
Right,
you won't be giving up 15.5 sacks. So, all right, fellas, that's it for the old lineman, man. Let's move on to the next position, and it's probably some owners' favorite, the wide receiver and tight end positions. What we got here, the Cowboys again are on the top of this list, coming in at an 87.2. What do you guys feel about this list?
Man, I need to talk to this man and figure out how the hell he got Ryan Switzer up to a 98 overall. I don't know where, I don't know how, but he got him up. He 99 catch, 99 everything, man. So he 98 overall. That always helps. And when you're talking about overalls, it'll bring up some of the lower numbers. But then he got this big tall white boy and Welsh that he just throw the ball up to on third downs, and he seemed to catch everything, just mossing people. And man, he helps at an 87. So yeah.
Hey, man,
they sell that y'all grocery store.
I'm looking at some of the players in these positions, man, and they're pretty high, man. He has Craig Simpson at an 85 overall. He has Alan Welch, the big guy you talking about who just goes up and get it, at an 88 overall, and he got the former Detroit Lion Eric Ebron at 90 overall, man. So that's 4 top targets that he can throw the ball to,
right
behind that massive O-line that he has. And looking at the stats, he's averaging 193.8 yards per game passing. So
that's it. That's a down year for him.
That's down. Oh, shoot,
100.
Yeah, 193. But he's with that old line. He's real balanced. So you got to look at the rushing yards picking up the half of the offense, man.
He almost got 300 rushes with Zeke. So
yeah,
I mean, why throw at so much when all you can do is just pound the rock with that old line? So he really run. He's got more rushes than anybody in the league. So I definitely, he's been using them. You don't have to use too many of them wide receivers when you're running like that.
Right. So he comes in at number 1 for having the best O line and having the best wide receivers and tight ends in DML, man. So no wonder why he doesn't lose many games. But we also got to say, when he gets to the playoffs, I don't know what happens. But he kind of play a little. He tends to play a little timid. But hey, man, big ups to the Cowboys for being a real good GM and knowing how to build a team that fits his style.
Right. You mean the Dallas Monstars? Is that what you mean?
The Dallas Monstars, yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. So.
Just for the record, what compiled to make this list is the top 3 receivers on your team and your top 2 tight ends. Because some people run 3 wides a lot of the time. Some guys run 2 tight ends. So we don't know everybody's scheme. So we just took the 1, 2, and 3 receivers and your top 2 tight ends. And that's how we got the average for receivers and tight ends.
All right. Let's move on to the number 2 team, man, that has the best wide receivers and tight ends. As we can see, it's 85 and those Cincinnati Bengals, man. The highest rated player in that position on his team is Tyler Eifert, coming in at a 93 overall. His team ranks at a 86.8. 86.8.
Yeah, and Eifert is the 4th best tight end in the league.
Yes.
So that number 1 most hurt though.
Well, I think that's pretty much everybody on the team, man. Like he's been having a huge injury bug, man, and I'm not sure what's going on with that. But he's still winning though, so that shows he's able to adjust. And ever since we've been in the league, I know I've been in the league. Everybody says he's been known as a passer, so
he puts up big numbers.
He puts up big numbers, man. So having a 86.8 average for wide receiving tight ends, that kind of fits him. You know what I'm saying?
It also helps when you pick up veteran wide receivers. When you know your receiving core gets hurt a lot, he's got veteran guys in the 3 and 4 spot like Alshon Jeffrey and Pryor.
Pryor, yeah.
So that helps a little bit, especially with the injuries he's having.
Right.
Yeah. But the guy I like is DeBose.
Yeah,
he's supposed to be just a guy, but I'm not big on speed. But he's a big body and he catches everything, so I think that helps out a lot. And then he added him to go along with one of the fastest, maybe the fastest receiver in the league, in Ross. Right. So you got a real good combination there. Yeah, you can't argue about that. I think he's well deserving of this slot at number 2.
Yeah, he can stretch the field with John Ross, and he got some big bodies, man, that can go across the middle and catch the ball.
And block on those screens.
And block. Just hope they don't get hurt after they make the catch. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing, man.
Right.
So yeah, man. I think we said it before. Got John Ross at a 93 overall, and these overalls are mainly coming from daddy leagues. So we may be off on certain numbers, 1 or 2, but we got most of these from daddy leagues. Caesar DeBose is an 88 overall. You got my man Alshon Jeffrey at an 88 overall, and he's averaging 210 yards per game passing. So he's averaging more than the Cowboys.
Yeah. Well, you have to, because his running back is always hurt.
Right. Mixon is hurt.
If I remember, he's got 3 running backs hurt, 2 or 3. I think CJ Anderson he picked up is gone for the season 2, I believe. So he's real thin at running back. So I think throwing the ball is probably going to be more beneficial. You know.
Okay. All right.
It does help that he has the second best unit in the league as far as receivers and tight ends go. But who you got in the third place spot, KB?
Hey man, in the third spot we got. I guess I can call him the champ since he won the Super Bowl last year, man. We got the Houston Texans coming in at an 86.8. That's my man expert with these Houston Texans. So, what y'all think, man?
I like the selection. He won the Super Bowl. Now we know why. See, we thought it was about his running game, but he got some good receivers and tight ends, and Hopkins pushes overall up a whole lot.
Yeah,
it doesn't help. It doesn't hurt having him. And then I think he has
2 of the top tight ends.
The best duo at tight end in the league.
Yes. Hey, I'm gonna let you pronounce this first guy's name, but I'm gonna take the other one from you. One of the tight ends is named Hunter Henry, coming in at a 90 overall.
And that second one, his name is CJ Fedorowicz.
Oh, there you go. CJ, what he said. CJ, what he said is an 88 overall.
Don't even worry about it.
So that's why you invited Sweet to come on to be the pronunciator, huh?
Yeah.
So he can pronunciate everything.
You gotta have somebody, man. I'm just gonna say
CJ
Hey, and
I will say. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead, man.
I will say I'm impressed, man. He kept his wide receiver unit together. He got the same wide receivers that they got in the league that his team has. So he's kept these guys together. They all look like around about the same age, maybe 1 or 2 years apart. And he's just kept these boys going all together. Hopkins is Hopkins. I mean, we know he's dominant. Full speed demon, and got Miller Miller at the slot. So, hey, shout out to him, man. Shout out for keeping the unit together and just building up on them, make them better.
Hey, shout out to the Texans with my homie Deshaun Watson. Go Tigers.
So you call him a team builder, huh? He's just gonna take what he got and try to make them better.
I'm looking at his squad, man, and it looked like he's making the best of what they already had. I don't see a whole lot. Hunter Henry is an all-star, of course, but at wide receiver, man, he's done it. He's done the thing. He's done his damn thing. So can't hate on that.
Oh, okay.
And coming in at number 3, he also averages 162.2 yards per game passing. So he's a little under the first 2 teams that came in with the wide receivers and tight ends. So I'm guessing his offensive style is pretty balanced. So we all know he likes to run the ball. I've seen a few games, and my man Hunt normally breaks 1 or 2 long runs to get him out there and gain some yards. But he also has Abdullah and Foreman as well. So,
and not to mention Deshaun Watson, man. I've seen him get out with Deshaun Watson a few times and run the ball. So he'll take off on you.
Right. So, That's anything else y'all want to say about this position, man, or we good?
I think as far as Madden goes in the DML, the tight ends and receivers are probably the most important unit to a lot of teams in the league. So this is a big one to know who's got what and what got who. Since I got the list, now I know going forward up into the playoffs, I know who to play for the pass when they come up against me. So that's why I put it together to try to give me a little cheat.
Hey man, y'all better be listening, man. Y'all better be listening. The numbers don't lie. Girls lie, kids lie. Matty Ice used to lie. He don't lie no more. Matty. All he do is back out of trade. That's all he do.
Don't you consider that a lie?
Nah, man, I don't consider that.
Yes, if I say I'm gonna do something for you.
Shout out to Matty Ice, man.
Man, I'm looking forward to that episode of Numbers Beat Line. You know what I'm saying?
All right. So that concludes the wide receivers and tight ends, man. Let's move on to probably the positions that everybody been kind of waiting for, is the backfield. Now y'all might think the backfield is just halfbacks, but we included the quarterback, running backs, and fullbacks in this category, man. So coming in at number 1 are the Jacksonville Jaguars with the average of 89.2.
You trying to tell me it ain't the Cowboys? What?
Yeah.
It's not the Cowboys. It's not the Cowboys, man. It's not the Cowboys. It's the Jaguars.
So it surprised me. Surprise. The Jags got it, man. They got the best backfield in the league.
The best backfield in the league, with the player that's the highest rated is Leonard Fournette. On the game, he's a 96, but Daddy Leagues has him at a 99 overall. Leonard Fournette is a dog, and he will run you over.
Yes, he is.
Yep.
And
it don't hurt now. It don't hurt that your backups are some teams' starters.
Yeah.
in Gio Bernard and Murray.
So we know what he's about. He's about to pound his rock, man.
Hey, man, one guy fall, you just plug the next guy in, man. That's what it seemed like over here in Jacksonville.
Exactly. Ain't no injury bug over here. It's next man up.
Yeah.
And at his quarterback position also.
Who he has quarterback? Yeah, Big Ben.
And then the guy he drafted, 2 drafts ago?
Yeah, Peter Crompton from Clemson. Let's make that known, from Clemson.
All right. Yeah, so if he lose Big Ben, he got a guy that's capable of coming in and still winning them games.
Right. So the Jaguars are doing their thing, man. And we got to look at this too, man. A lot of guys don't focus on this position, but his fullback is like 89 overall, Stephon Stackhouse. This dude is a monster, man.
And he's young.
He has 90.
No Tigers.
Man, see, another Clemson guy on the team. Hey, when y'all see Clemson dudes in the draft, get them. If you don't want them, trade them to me. I'll take them. The dude got 90 impact blocks. So, hey, he's helping Leonard Fournette, man, get big yards, man.
Man, let me tell you, this is crazy. He ran on me in the playoffs. You know, he couldn't get a pass off. I mean, he was trying to throw, and I was able to play good defense on me. But no wonder he was able to ball out at the run game, because when you start running stretches and your lineman, your fullback is just an extension of the line with 90 impact block, he pulling and he clipping off anybody coming on the edge. So, man,
anybody, man. So, hey, big ups to the Jaguars, man, for building that backfield, man, with a good quarterback, 3 good running backs, and 2 good fullbacks, man. He has a fullback 89 overall with Stephon, and the second guy, Marquise Williams, is an 85 overall. So
I ain't gonna say building now. I say he spent good money. Come on now.
Hey, man,
you got Fournette, who was already nasty. You got 3 veteran running backs, and you got Ben Roethlisberger. Hey, he spent that money. I don't know if that's build.
Hey, this
But-
virtual,
but-
this virtual money, man. Spend that money, man.
Hey, it's building up. If you got it now, you didn't have it when we started. You added to it, so I consider that building. But a little free chicken. I hope he's not like the Clemson Tigers did this year in the playoffs, though.
Hey, man.
But who you got at number 2, Jay?
Hey, Hey, Nuke, we gonna need a new. I'm gonna need me a new co-host. He out here bashing my Tigers.
I'm
All
talking.
right, man. Let's move on to number 2. Hey, the number 2, with the highest overall is the Los Angeles Chargers, man, at an 87.5, and the highest rated player out of that combination is my man Melvin Gordon, coming in at a 97 overall. As well, Daddy Lee's has him at 99. So, what you guys think about this team coming in at number 2?
Well, we're gonna let Sweet start off with this because I think he just played him recently.
I think he did.
Yeah, man. I think he still might be juking. Yeah, man. It's ridiculous. Melvin Gordon. You know, not only was he juking, but he was breaking tackles. Like, that's wild. Wow, man. He was doing the damn thing, though.
Like he juked right to the injury report.
Yeah, we did hurt him, so he out for a while. But, man.
He probably juked when he jogged.
Yeah, but before he got hurt, he showed it ball out, man.
Okay, so let's look at the guys coming behind him, man. He got Melvin Gordon at 97 overall. Then you got Jalen Richard, who's an 82 overall, and he got a nice fullback at 82 overall. And his quarterback, P. Diddy, the man on fire, he's at an 83 overall, man. So
yeah, he's on the injury report too. Man, what a time to start getting hurt. But as far as this backfield goes, adding Rich, I think it was 2 seasons ago.
Yeah.
In the draft.
Yes, sir.
That was helped getting him to the next level. I know the first season he had to go away before the playoffs came, so he couldn't represent himself.
Right.
But then you can see his offense was already good and it's steady climbing with these additions. Trying to keep what came with this team intact and add to it to get ready for high stakes. And right now, if he can stop these injuries, man, he'll be a force to deal with.
Right, yeah, man. I played him, I think, last season, man, and yeah, man, he beat me pretty bad, man. Took me a minute to really figure out what he was doing, but hey, man, it was one of those games, man. That boy good he's been good since I've been in the league, man, and much respect to him. So he's doing his thing with these Los Angeles Chargers, man.
Hey, and I'll add to this now with a little bit of salt on it. That damn Joey Bosa with 90s of this and 90s that. Man. That with that one button pass rush, bro. I don't want to see him no more. I don't even want to play the Chargers, bro. Bosa out here wearing Jets jerseys, man. He was all over my quarterback 6 times. So that's another time for another show. But damn it.
All right. So that's 1 and 2, man. Number 1 was the Jacksonville Jaguars. Number 2 was the Los Angeles Chargers at 87.5. And we got one of the most liked teams in the league coming in at number 3. And that's those Atlanta Falcons, man. And that's LP coming in at an 86.5. The highest rated player in this position or in this category for his team is Tevin Coleman at a 93 overall. So let's look at this team, man, and let's see what's going on with LP, because LP coming in at number 3.
It's a surprise.
It's a surprise, man, because he's not really winning over there, man. So
yeah, he got aided by having probably the best set of running backs in the league, with both his running backs over 90. So that pushed his overall up, because he still got a quarterback that needs some work.
Yeah, he does.
So it helps by having that stable of running backs to push you up, and his fullback is better than average. He's not one of the elite fullbacks in the league, but he's good enough to get the job done. And that combination of 2 running backs and the fullback push them into the top 3.
Okay, so that's why he's in that top 3.
Not taking away nothing from him, but yeah, I'd like to have that problem too, man. You can go ahead and send him over here. We need him in Miami.
So with LP coming at number 3 and not really winning games, I'm gonna need to see LP in the top 3 of that other category that we just got finished with the O-line. Try to get him some wins, man. Because with these 2 running backs, man, you should be running over people, man.
I'm gonna need explanation though. I'm gonna need an explanation from LP to why he paying his 3rd running back so much money though. You know, when you got 2 of them in 90 and your 3rd one is a 75, that man don't need $5 million a year. So I'm just, that's just me throwing a little salt, trying to figure out what's going on. I don't want to hear no more complaining in the chat when you got, you know what I'm saying, extra money sitting there on the bench.
Right.
Yeah, I think one of these Coleman or Freeman, one of them gonna be gone this offseason.
Hey, now
that's not breaking news or anything. That's just me speculating. You know what I'm saying? Because there's too much money tied up in the backfield, and he probably need help somewhere else if he's struggling.
I think Freeman been on the block since season 1, season 2.
Hey, let's look at this though, man. LP comes in at number 3, right?
Right.
I'm looking at daddy leagues, and my man is only averaging 75.3 yards per game rushing, with 2 of the best backs on the game, really.
Okay.
Even though Tevin Coleman hurt, but is that derived from him not having a very good O-line?
His O-line averaged 79.8.
79.8. So it's not even an 80.
Nope.
Now I will say he's in love with these receivers he got too. That when you like when you got Mike Evans and Uncle Douglas, you tend to you want to get the fancy play and get down the field when you could be pounding that rock. So
hey, LP, send Uncle Douglas to my man Farquhar so he can get some W's over there, man. See, from what he's saying, if he had Uncle Douglas, he'll be winning. So we need to make that happen.
Yeah, I don't think it's true, but hey, let's find out. What do you say? Let's start a GoFundMe to get Uncle Douglas to Farquhar.
All right, man.
All right.
So,
but on a side note, at number 3, we did have 2 other teams tied with the Falcons.
Okay, who was other teams?
The Panthers at 86.5.
I can see that. See, Rob got that monster over there. What's his name? Golden?
Yeah, he got a couple of them. And don't want to trade nobody, man.
Hey, he got...
Well, at least not to me. I guess I got I'm like the plague. Nobody. I come talking to you. They run. Hey,
he has Latavion Golden, who was a beast. I played him, and I'm like, dude, this dude is huge. And he has McClure, who was a gridiron card guy. So
yeah, he got 2 quarterbacks that's capable of getting it done also.
Yeah, so C Rob is he got a nice squad over there, man. And that's why he's been winning games recently, man.
Yeah, and last but not least, time for that 3rd place spot. Drum roll. Well, I don't need a drum roll. Y'all probably can figure it out. You know it's them Cowboys, man.
Cowboys come, of course, with Zeke. Hey, the Cowboys seem to be in every category, man. Hey, if you look in the CFM and you look on the rewards, man, I think the Cowboys got like at least 5 spots on each category.
Yeah.
So if you're looking for XP and winner, hey man, you're not winning nothing. Nothing.
Hey, word on the street is he trying to get Zeke 30 more carries so he can get him to 100 overall. But I told him it ain't gonna work, man. So
Hey, he already had 100, man. You know, Madden me give you that +1, so I know he 100 and something. But,
hey, like they said, probably picked up that spam from Kroger's, Publix, one of those high-end grocery stores to make it work.
Hey, I hear you, man.
It don't work in the playoffs, but
I think this season, man, he got the best offensive unit.
He been had the best offensive unit,
but
though.
Not
man.
like
this ain't nothing new.
Not like this. This right here is crazy. When you start looking at the numbers, it's on his team. Man, this is crazy because he had Dez. Dez was holding the back. Now he got the big boy out there. Hey, he's singing that song from the 70s. Ain't no stopping me now.
Hey, I hear you, man. I hear you. So
Go.
let's go ahead and wrap up this show, man. I want to thank my homies Tight Work and Sweets 99 for coming in and putting in their input. I want to give a shout out to Newt for all the work he's doing, man. Hey, DML, man, let's get back to what we do, man.
Let's comment, subscribe, share it with your friends.
All that man.
Stuff too.
Hey man, leave some tips, man, some comments. Not only on this video, all the videos, man. We sit here, we support each other. So let's get ready for this off season, man. Go into high stakes. Let's get it done, man. So on that note, appreciate y'all, man. We out.